Hi, I'm Carmen, mom of 2 teens and co-author of PAX Tools. I wanted to take a minute to talk about how we can be reliable and consistent adults for our older children and teens around the evening routine and leading up to bedtime. When we talk about bedtime, we often think about young children. However, when we think about our older children and our teens, these kids are very richly scheduled, which can make our evenings feel stressful, chaotic, and even full of conflict. On top of all of the things that they have going, whether that's an after-school job, an extracurricular activity, or other distractions in our home like video games and their phones, teenagers don't necessarily feel sleepy at the same time that parents and caregivers do. Given all of that, it's still critical as parents and caregivers that we help establish a good routine for health and to teach some healthy habits as our teens are soon to be adults. When I think about the strategies I use to help our evening routine go smoother with my teens, I really rely on PAX Shared Vision. The shared vision is about predicting, monitoring, and reflecting. When I predict with my kids about the evening routine, it's really a conversation about what do we need to accomplish tonight? What needs to happen between now, that's usually around dinner, and when we're headed to bed? Sometimes that's where I'm finding out I need to get supplies for a project, or that a uniform needs to be washed, or don't let me forget that I need to charge the computer for school. Once we've done that prediction and we're clear on what needs to be accomplished this evening, I move into using the timer. I don't need the timer for every routine in our evening, but I certainly like to use that as the transition to cue we're done, particularly around screens, that it's time to head to bed. What I like about that timer is it takes the nagging and reminding off of me and gives my kids some freedom within the boundaries. They know that when the timer goes off, we're done. The other thing that I like about this is it's a reminder that they know how to use the timer for other routines that they may need to manage on their own. The second part to using the vision is monitoring. When my kids were small, I had to be really present and give a lot of feedback. Now that my kids are older, they know those routines. They've internalized those. However, it's still important that I'm present, that they're able to access me if they need something, and that they know I'm aware, that I'm there. It helps them to be accountable. They're less likely to get off task or to get back on a screen if they know I'm right there. The last part of vision is about reflecting. For me, the reflection is the most critical part in our evening routine or bedtime routine, because this is that opportunity for me to stop and get out of the chaos or the stress of the evening and really reflect on the things that have gone well. This is an opportunity for me to pause, to praise my child, to tell them I love them, and to remind them that I see the good things that they're doing. Sometimes this happens verbally while I'm standing in the doorway of my son's bedroom. Sometimes I jot it down on a Post-it note. What I love about those Post-it notes is I can post it on the bathroom mirror or on their bedroom door, so it's the first thing they see in the morning, which is a nice way to start the following day. PAX tools are designed to be flexible, proven and tested strategies for all children, littles, middles, and teens. They're really aimed at building the peace, productivity, health, and happiness in your home. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to our PAX Tools YouTube channel, download the free PAX Tools app, check us out on the PAX Tools Facebook page and at paxtools.org. PAX Tools, we build great kids.